This is your announcer, Shannon Saint Mainframe, welcoming you to our IPA Livecast. Wow, looks like President Biden got COVID again. You know what they say. COVID me once, shame on you. COVID me twice, won't get COVID again. Because you're 800 years old and probably died. Our IPA legend. Our IPA Livecast starts now.
Wow, very rare that there is breaking news just as RIPL Livecast starts. It is the late edition of RIPL Livecast, episode 681. Just on the wire. President Biden has COVID again. He's got the double Rona.
So question now. I just want to understand this because it seems shocking to me. A week ago, he had COVID-19. And again today, he has contracted COVID-19.
This seems to be a thing that happens somewhat often with the new strains that you could start testing positive again shortly afterwards.
Check Kamala's purse for a petri dish. I'm not sure this is possible. She may be creating strains to become president.
I'd admire that level of effort. I'd be pleasantly surprised if she was doing stuff like that with her free time.
She's got a turkey baster in there, just jamming it in his ear when he's not looking.
Oh my God.
Hey, open up, Joe. It's time for your pudding.
Just dip it in some soft serve first. Yeah.
Oh, is it time for my peaches, Jack?
Oh, no. I don't know what that means coming from him.
Peaches. That's like his niece that he kisses on the lips.
Oh, no.
Peaches Biden.
Oh, my God. Well, that was a song by the presidents of the United States of America, so it makes sense.
It all ties to millions of peaches for you to kiss on the lips. Who are 15-year-old peaches for free.
Well, yeah. That's why you become president. Get all those free peaches.
Haunting their dreams for the next 40 years. Psychotherapy.
So much like when when former President Trump got COVID, I like to hope and pray that President Biden's pain is short-lived.
Why do you say that? Spell it out, Rob.
Just interpret that any way you want. But with President Biden getting COVID, it reminded me of honestly one of my favorite moments in the Trump presidency. And I talked about this in our Discord, in the RIPL Livecast Discord, last week when it initially happened, which is why you should join our Discord. By the way, if you're not in there, there's an invite link in the episode description. But one of my favorite moments when former President Donald J. Trump got the Rona was how he was trying to give a brave front. And this is before the vaccine. So we were a little more as a nation scared about the effects of it. And Trump himself was in a dangerous zone. He's, old, overweight, of bad health. But he wanted to show strength, so somehow he thought the wisest move would be to run up a flight of stairs.
Run?
Well, I'm sorry, you're right. Not run. Yeah, walk. But even like walking up a flight of stairs. Look, I get winded on
what? With all that swimming you do? You get winded still? Get out.
Certainly.
One flight?
Not one flight, but I have three flights in mine.
Okay.
And it's a very steep
climb. It is.
You're like 8 feet tall. You could reach your floor from the ground level.
I cannot.
Your hand.
But anyway, it was just great to see Trump walking up. We don't need to hear it, but walking up the stairs and showing his power. He's like, I am strong. I am president. And then as soon as he rips his mask off in defiance. Look, I'm strong. Just breathing brute. This is There was a millisecond where I almost felt sympathy for him because you could see how much he's struggling right here.
He's like Goldberg after 9 seconds of a match. Don't even need the mask. They make me wear the mask, my people. They make me wear it.
I do want to play just a few more Trump things.
Oh dear.
He's been in the news lately. It's been lovely. Oh, before I play these outtakes, I do want to play this quick little clip that Darren found, also posted in our Discord, where Trump makes some lovely noises.
What? Why? What is the context? It looks like he's like sort of doing an impression of someone doing like a power lift or a deadlift.
Like he's trying to lift something.
But
yeah.
who is he making fun of?
If I remember
I don't
correctly,
know.
I think it was like people pretending that they're suffering from COVID symptoms or something like that. So he's mocking them.
Jesus Christ.
Something like that. Someone claimed that they had said in that thread what that was from originally, but they didn't link to the context, so I don't know if it's true or not.
Sure, I believe it.
He's definitely mocking someone.
Yeah,
it's like when he mocked the disabled reporter, and he did that hand thing.
Yeah. He's already playing all the hits in the lead up to the next election.
I love my favorite thing about that scenario when he mocked that reporter. His response was, "No, I mock everyone like that."
Yeah, it's like he wasn't mocking him because he's disabled. He was mocking him because he's a reporter.
He was like, look at the video. Look at what I responded to Jim Acosta. Same exact hand motion.
Yeah.
And then he spent the next 5 years proving himself right.
Does that make it better?
That really was his excuse. Like, oh, stop. These are just the libs.
Even if it's true, like, does that somehow make it better? He's an equal opportunity mocker.
But here is the great video. So I have not been following the January 6th hearings, as I'm sure neither of you have.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Because
Sid, are you following it?
No. Not really. Once in a while, my mom will call me and tell me something, but I'm like, has anyone been put in jail yet? Are there any actual consequences? Oh, okay. Call me when that happens. Thanks.
It's like a show trial. There's a real investigation going on by the Department of Justice, and this is just for cameras. So, like,
I'll believe something comes of this when something comes of this.
Sid, you got a very frantic call from your mom today. Actually, not involving January 6th, but speaking of your mom, what did your mom call you about?
She called me with the breaking news that she called me, and this was half in Russian, half in English. I'll say it all in English, but it was just like, Sydney, I don't know if you heard the news just now, but Biden has COVID again. So, be careful. I love you. Bye.
What was the name she called you though?
Sidyusha.
Sidyusha. I love it. Now
she loves me.
I quickly want to address something. Dusty Rhodes Muffler asks, is Rabba a Trump stan? I want to clarify. I in no way am a fan of Donald J. Trump's policies.
Keep saying how much you miss him.
But I am a fan of how much just intentional and unintentional comedy he's provided to the world. And that is what I miss. Like Biden isn't funny. Biden is just as shitty, if not shittier, than Trump.
I'm not going to say shittier than Trump. Let's relax.
But with certain policies, certainly, I will say he's been a little more extreme than Trump was, even or equal to Trump.
In what?
But at least,
what way is he more extreme?
He's the stuff they're doing at the border is worse than what Trump was doing. It just the media isn't talking about it anymore. He's deported more people than Trump has been deporting on average. This stuff
I'll give you one.
Is bad. Go ahead.
Trump did 3 very meager, insufficient, shitty protections for poor people during quarantine. UBI, pandemic unemployment, insurance and eviction moratorium at the federal level and Medicare rent freeze, and Biden undid all three of those to zero. While they were already not enough under Trump, they were crumbs, but Biden swept the crumbs off the table. So that's one that was really disgusting.
All right.
I don't think the war in Ukraine would have happened under Trump. I just don't. I think he's too much of a monkey wrench in the system to the Pentagon. Like, I feel like he'll sign like 95% of what they shove under his nose, but I think that 5% of it doesn't mean Trump's good. I just think he's like a narcissistic.
He just might not like the general presenting him the paper, and he wants to just spite the general, and it just so happens to be the correct public policy.
Yes.
It's just his intention is completely incorrect.
I don't like his tie. Gonna do peace with North Korea now.
Little Marco Rubio thinks we should go to war in Ukraine. We're not going to go to war in Ukraine.
Hey, but that's the sad situation that we're in. We have a right-wing ideologue president who's been on board with this shit since 1972. And we have the other choice is a right-wing imbecile whose foreign policy is non-existent and is driven by the whims of his Pepsi-corroded brain neurons. That's our choices. So it might actually be that the moron gumming up the works is less bad than the right-wing ideologue.
Well, speaking of the moron, though, new footage has leaked from...
Leaked? It's not... I mean, they broadcast it on the news.
You're right. I like the word leak. Leak sounds very dangerous.
It's the clickbait blogger in you that just wants to make it more salacious.
But so after the January 6th extravaganza, the riots, you might recall Trump gave a public address.
Never said it. Fake news.
Denouncing.
I did. Sorry. Never mind.
Well, what's interesting about this blooper reel, and it is kind of a blooper reel, is that the language, he was very, very particular about what language he did and didn't want to use. And then also sprinkled in here, are some amazing gems of, I'm just going to play it, but it's great. It's worth our time, folks. Here we go. Let me make sure we hear this.
Addressing the heinous attack yesterday, and to those who broke the law,
is it heinous?
You do not represent our movement. You do not represent our country. And if you broke the law, you can't say that. I'm not going to, I already said you will pay. The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defied the seat of justice. It's defiled, right? See, I can't see it very well. Okay, I'll do this. I'm going to do this. Let's go. But this election.
To me, this is so fascinating because it's like getting behind the curtain. It's like, this is the quote unquote real Trump. It's not that different from the Trump you normally see.
It's exactly the Daryl Hammond impression from when Trump was hosting The Apprentice, and they would do those sketches of him trying to read promos and just fucking them up over and over. This is really him. And I told you, I worked with a guy who did radio promos for The Apprentice with Trump, and he legit thought Trump might be illiterate.
Oh, really?
Because they would write out the plainest shit for him to read, and he could not do it. It took forever.
Could it be like ADD? Like he just can't do anything for more than 6 seconds?
Or dyslexia?
Yeah, something.
Dyslexia.
But
I think I remember. I feel like I remember maybe it was Pete Davidson was on Howard Stern, and he talked about when Trump hosted SNL, and he said the exact same thing. Like he could not read the scripts.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it.
All right, well,
he's dumb as dirt. He's a dumb person.
Yeah,
we know that.
Yeah, when it comes to book smarts, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a savant at certain things. He's a great orator. I think he's a great public speaker, but
amazing golfer.
No, he sucks at that.
Genuinely has good comedic timing. I think
I
that's something we could all agree on.
Sure,
he can deliver a joke.
I think the things he's good at are not from studied practice or any kind of intelligence. It's just some things he has that are innate that he can do well. And he's just an incurious person and a nitwit. He's that doesn't care about the world outside of the 3 feet around him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see a little more of this.
Election is now over. Congress has certified the results. I don't want to say the election's over. I just want to say Congress has certified the results without saying the election's over, okay?
Okay.
Now Congress.
Yeah, right.
Now Congress.
I didn't say over, so let me see.
Wasn't the point
Don't
of this
go
to
to the
get them
record.
like to calm down?
Yeah.
And to believe that the election was over. So like he just doesn't.
But
wanna
he doesn't
go-
want to do that. That was the point
Yeah.
of what they put him in front of the cameras for. But that wasn't his point.
So what do you
Right,
think they held over him that he agreed to do this?
I don't know.
Because he clearly
They
doesn't
what
want
they
to.
held is that what they held is they were going to evoke the 25th Amendment.
Oh,
His staff was threatening to do that, which
Oh,
would basically remove him, strip him of his power.
so why not just force them to do it? Fucking do it. See what happens. I'm surprised he didn't
Well,
go
I
that
mean,
angle.
he took their bluff, I guess.
But what happens? He doesn't go to jail. He just gets removed from the White House, right?
Well, he didn't want that. He's trying
But
to
then
hold
if
on to
he's
this.
not in office, he could be tried for crimes, I guess.
Oh yeah,
But he's not in office anyway. By
or
making
he-
this speech, he's admitting that he lost.
Or maybe
no, but he would be
able to run
removed.
again.
He would have been removed immediately, though. He wouldn't.
Oh,
have been,
right. So there was another 2 weeks. This was
Right.
January 7th or whatever. So there's like
Yeah. He thought it was too embarrassing, probably, to have been removed that way. He wouldn't want that to tarnish his legacy.
Oh, like it's not tarnished already.
Right? I'm just thinking like Trump here, you know.
Too much tarnish.
This
This is way too much tarnish. Did they put in
Okay.
like little movies, real sound effects in this?
I would like to begin by addressing the heinous attack yesterday.
I thought he was going to say the haters. I'd like to begin to address the haters.
So many
I
haters,
still want-
like the repulsive Bette Midler, hasn't had a gig since the '80s. Oh, sorry, I'm off script. Rosie O'Donnell.
Yesterday is a hard word.
Oh, this is the best line. This is the
The
best line.
heinous attack yesterday. Yesterday is a hard word for me.
What?
Good. Take the word yesterday because it doesn't work with.
How is it a hard word for him? He said it
Heinous
totally
attack.
fine 3
Yeah,
times in a row. What is he
know.
talking
When our
I was
country
wondering that. He said yesterday cleanly. Like, what's his?
I think maybe it's so long of a word that he then has to breathe and he loses his place in the.
Yeah, he just jogged up the
Teleprompter?
stairs because he had COVID right before this.
Yesterday is a hard word for me.
You just
Wait,
said
let's
it
hear
again.
him
He
say
said
it.
That
it twice.
also is like the most self-aware moment of Donald Trump I think I've ever witnessed. He actually said something sort of self-deprecating.
Yes, because he's around his. He thinks he's only talking to his imbecile
Yeah.
children.
It's amazing.
At least mine aren't
I'd
on
like
crack.
to begin by addressing the heinous attack yesterday. Yesterday is a hard word for me.
Sam said it fine. Twice in a row he said it.
Good. Take the word yesterday because it doesn't work with.
I love that hand motion he took because it doesn't work.
Chop it up. Karate
the
chop it out of
heinous
there.
attack
Too many syllables.
on our country. Say on our country. Want to say that?
No.
My only goal was to ensure the integrity of the vote. My only goal was to ensure the integrity of the vote.
I don't get what's so hard about that.
That last
Citizen
comment-
Star with a good
Yeah.
point in the comments. Remember when he was proud of remembering man, woman, camera, TV for that Alzheimer's test? It makes sense now. It really does.
That's another man, woman, camera.
Well, did you
And
see?
I passed it.
Did you
Flying
see?
colors.
Did you see Biden's answer? It was like tricycle, peach, Jim Crow, like blackboard. He had no idea what the fuck was going on.
I can find that clip, but
Oh my god.
Those are the words, Jack.
That's definitely how he sounds now.
Oh my god. I don't want to know how. I mean, he already sounds like he has COVID all the time, Biden. Imagine him with COVID. You know, it was weird. Like the first time he got COVID, they had a press conference in the middle of the White House with like 90 cameras and reporters in there, and he's got no mask on, and he's just sitting there breathing
I thought
COVID.
he was like quarantining. No.
No, allegedly yes, but they had a bunch of people in his office. He's like pretending to sign papers and shit.
I think
And
that was already after he was testing negative, I believe.
Are you sure? Because I think it was the day they announced it.
The day he started testing negative, I believe, is when he started making public appearances.
No, I think it was when
worker.
he said he was in the house working, like doing what he would have been doing in the Oval Office, but doing it from his bedroom. And then there were reporters in there.
In his bedroom?
Oh, wherever, I don't know, bedroom, but like wherever his quarters are that aren't the Oval Office.
I mean, I could see him just, wanting some new people to inject some fresh blood into the bedroom. Come on in, guys.
Haven't had a young girl in here in ages.
I said, is there?
I need some adrenochrome. Stat.
No.
Go ahead, sorry.
I found the quote that Citizen Star was talking about.
Some kind of a test, an acuity test, and
a cutie test. Oh, you passed that, Donald.
Yes, look at that hair.
30 or 35 questions. The first questions are very easy. The last questions are much more difficult.
Is that Epstein he's talking
like
to?
a memory question. It's
I wish.
Like you'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV. So they say, could you repeat that? So I said, yeah.
Do it.
So it's person,
see if you do it.
Woman, man, camera, TV.
Whoa, he did
Okay,
it.
that's very good. If you get
Very
it in
good.
order, you get extra points. If you
What?
other questions, and then.
All right, Donald, we're up to round
The
2.
first, but the 10th question, give us that again. Can you do that again? And you go person, woman, man, camera, TV.
He changed it now, by the
If you
way.
get it in order.
Before there wasn't a man. Now
there
he
was.
added it.
There was.
At the first time
Rob,
he
you
said it was
failed.
person-
No bonus points for you.
Oh, Rob, do you have
No.
Alzheimer's?
Oh
Hold
my
on.
God, Rob.
We're at 59 seconds. Hold on.
35
I'm going to the
questions.
beginning.
First questions are very easy. The last questions are much more difficult. Like a memory question, it's like you'll go person, woman, man.
Oh.
camera,
He flipped it. He flipped it, though. He flipped it later. Later, he said person, man, woman.
Oh, now you're going to change it, huh?
Woman, man, camera, TV.
Oh, no. I'm wrong.
Oh, Rob.
Oh,
what
my
is
God.
going
I
on
have the
with you?
Alzheimer's. Oh, my
You get
God.
extra points.
Breaking news. Rob, dumber than Donald Trump.
But
More
you're
on
also
this
proving
at
Trump's
11.
point about the fake news media. I'm telling
But
lies
for me,
about
it was
this
easy.
man.
And that's not an easy question.
It's
In
not
other
an
words,
easy. It
they
isn't.
ask it to
I
you, they
guess
give
he's
you
right.
5 names and you have to repeat them, and that's okay. If you
You'll never
repeat
be
them out of
president,
order,
Rob. Sorry to break
it's
it to
okay,
you.
but it's not as good. But then when you go back about 20, 25 minutes later and they say, go back to that question, they don't tell you this. Go back to that question and repeat them. Can you do it? And you go, person, woman, man, camera, TV.
Rob, do it again.
They
Go.
say,
I just want to say also how it's so obvious he's lying, because what would differentiate that something is person and then something is man and woman? Like
It's just words.
Is it just that? Oh, it's just words? I thought he had to identify objects.
It's the wokesters with their different pronouns. The first one was just a person.
That's the
Okay.
unisex.
New rule. Bless.
Oh boy.
One thing I've been very looking forward to watching, moving on from Donald Trump to actually somebody that's been a contestant on Donald Trump's show, The Apprentice. I'm talking, of course, about friend of the show, Vincent Neal.
Oh, Vince Neal, right.
And I want to watch, we've talked a lot about how Vince Neal is not a good person. And one of the reasons we feel Vince Neal is not a good person,
Because he killed somebody.
exactly. It's because he went he was like 10 times the legal limit. He went drunk driving and took the drummer of Hanoi Rocks in the car with him, got into a terrible car accident. Vince Neal unscathed, Razzle from Hanoi Rocks, dead. No longer with us. And recently, Andy McCoy, the guitarist of Hanoi Rocks, was interviewed.
Oh no. Is that band still a thing? Or is this like the ex member of Hanoi Rocks?
It's got to be X. I can't imagine.
I don't know.
Ironically, they named their band after Vietnam, and then Vince Neil was his personal Vietnam. Killed 100% of the enlistees and draftees who went into his car.
Oh my God.
No POWs in that car.
So he was on Artists on Record on YouTube. At first, and I want to say I've never seen. Well, I mean, I probably have, but he's hammered. I've never seen someone as wasted as this guy is doing this interview. I can't believe it.
Is he like Chris Holmes hammered?
Yeah, definitely.
Is he the one on the right with the?
He's the one on the right.
Hat?
Yes.
I mean, they're both wearing funny hats. I take it back.
He's
the one that looks like he would be in Hanoi Rocks.
He's got this
in a glam metal band.
He's got the Steven Tyler hat and not the AC/DC hat.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, got it.
So here we go. So I mean, we're just gonna listen to like the next 2 or 3 minutes because there's a lot here. It starts with him talking about what he's drinking, and then kind of gets into why he's an alcoholic, and then we transition into the money quote.
You know what? What are you drinking? What do you got there?
This is grapefruit juice with gin.
Oh my God.
This is worse than Chris Holmes.
Good.
Tell you, on a hot sunny day like this in the inner city where I live, it's dusty. The exhaust from the traffic. It's a refreshing drink.
Oh my God.
Clearly not his first one. I'm gonna.
This man is from Kansas, and he sounds like that.
No, he's from Finland.
What kind of name is Andy McCoy for a guy from Finland? That's not his real name.
That's not his real name. No.
Why would you change your name to that?
He's not the real McCoy then. As Dusty Rhodes said.
His name is Antti, so it's pretty close. Antti Hulko. Antti Hulko.
He looks that hat looks like he stole it from an auntie somewhere.
It's like one that like Pharrell saw on the rack, and he's like, "That's a bit much even for me. I'm gonna leave that one."
I think my tante Helen has that.
So I was telling you.
The crazy thing is, he's just drinking seltzer.
No, there's gin in it. Citizen Star points out he sounds like he's in slow motion. I absolutely agree. I keep checking to see if like it's my internet or something. No, that's just how he talks.
I'll tell you, the one person I've ever seen a video of that's that drunk, equally as drunk, is the Iron Sheik when he's doing the RF video.
Yes, it's very comparable.
This does feel like one of those awkward shoot interviews that looks almost like a hostage situation.
That's nice cold beer. The Sheik also spent like 20 minutes talking about what he was drinking slowly.
Telling you about when I saw you guys play and just the rawness, the rock and roll, the timing for you guys, because music wasn't ready for good rock and roll. They were into everybody playing so many notes with no soul. You come out with the guitar with soul and you're playing, which I love.
If mi corazón, amigo, if it's not there, I don't want to play. It's gotta come from the heart.
Oh my God.
Otherwise,
the heart.
Luke, it's fake. I never play the same 2 nights in a row.
No.
Never, ever.
Because you were
I find
obliterated.
Variations, whatever you might want.
Because you just can't remember how the song goes.
Yeah,
So
seriously.
Right after the loss when Razzle passed away, because that took the whole career, everything shifted for you guys.
Yeah, 7 years of work thrown down the drain.
Edit.
Oh no, we could have had more of this.
God,
what a shame! Tragedy.
I was clean, but after the rest of the day, bring me 2 ounces of you know what.
So we can thank Vince
Yeah.
for this
Just
content we have
give a
now. He
shit.
made him drink and do drugs.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
And do
God.
cocaine. Yeah, he set him on his path of binging. Thanks,
So-
Vince Neil.
Yeah, he's not all
He
bad,
literally
yeah.
said, I believe he's going to say in a moment that he was sober before Razzle died. So it's literally because of Razzle that he turned to drugs.
This guy's like a side character in a Christopher Guest fake documentary
Oh
movie.
my God.
Absolutely. Like, I couldn't believe whatever. First, I read the quotes. Like, he's going to tear Vince Neil apart. It's going to be incredible. And then I saw there was video, and then I watched the video, and I'm like, oh my God, talk about burying the lead. This is.
He looks more like a side character from Taxi Driver.
No!
He looks like one of the pimps.
He looks like someone you would see in an episode of Monty Python.
Yeah, that too. He actually
the
looks like
French
John
Riviera.
Cleese, kind of.
Yeah.
This is like the Finnish dub of Taxi Driver. You talking to me? But also played on 0.75 speed as well.
Bring me 2 ounces of you know what.
Just say it. We know you're fucked up on
Yeah,
drugs.
I just give a shit for a while.
Man, he's taking his heart.
That was a tough
I
one.
was the one at the hospital with T-Bone, Tommy D,
Mhm.
who had to call. I mean, how do you call
These poor
say
captions.
something
They don't have a chance.
Yeah.
Caption just tapped out. I give up.
that is passed away? Very hard. So I just said something very serious has happened to our manager. Kept the guys in the band. Everyone but Mike, he wasn't about. Came. And I just told him things. Russell passed away.
Russia passed
What?
away.
What? I just got Razzle passed away. He couldn't tell anybody that Razzle passed away. Is all I got.
And you know,
I'm getting from this that he started the
never even-
Ukraine war.
I
Thanks,
got
Vince
it
Neil.
as much as an apology
Here we go.
from that motherfucker.
Oh my God, he is the Iron Sheik.
He is the Iron Sheik. It's so good. It's
He
so good.
never even give me a little bit of coke. Fuck the Russell. The Russell is
The
a
Vince
no
Neil.
good.
Fuck the Vince Neil.
And the Russell too. I fucking
He cut
never
the
liked
brakes.
him.
He cut the brakes. Andy McCoy cut the brakes as revenge.
I cut the fucking brakes. I did it. Fuck the brakes. Fuck the Russell. Fuck the Vince Neil. No good motherfucker.
This took a turn.
So did that car.
Let me tell you.
Ran into a
I-
fucking lamp.
Russell, he's good to me. God bless his mother. God bless his mother. Vince Neil, he give me an 8-ball of coke to take it
Believe
across
it,
the
it's good.
border, and I do it. I don't even ask a question of you know what. He give me 8-ball of you know what, and I do it, and he don't even give me a little bit of motherfucking coke.
A little bit of motherfucking you know what.
You know what? Sorry, take 2, cameraman. Please zoom in. That's good cold beer.
All right, let's-
I was talking way too fast.
And you know, I never even got it as much as an apology.
A macho man in
from
Poland, I
that
heard.
motherfucker.
Wait, what do you?
You
He
know
really
I'm
says
talking
motherfucker like with vile anger.
Oh,
Like you can
it's-
see it.
Exactly
means
like
it.
the Sheik he sounds like.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
Apology from that motherfucker.
Fucker.
You know who I'm talking about.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna
You know
give
who?
any names. Why would
He doesn't even want to give him the publicity of saying his name. Like this is true. This is scorn.
But then why are you talking about it at all?
I'm not gonna give any names. Why would I give him fame? Fuck him.
I love that. Why would I give him fame? Was transcribed as why would I give insane?
As close as you're gonna get.
Fuck.
The tomato.
Fuck him. Well, it seems to be very. Every time he sees me, he runs away.
That's fucked up.
Who wouldn't run away when they saw this guy? Look at him. Listen to him. Probably smells bad. Come on.
Like, I mean, this guy is tanked right now, so we can't really take his word too much. But if Vince Neil never as much as apologized to Hanoi Rocks for essentially ruining their career,
this is just one member of Hanoi Rocks. Maybe he apologized to other guys. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he went up to all the other members and like, look, I don't want to go near the smelly fucking
he's
drunken idiot, but I want to apologize to you.
Yeah. Like, we don't want to talk to him either. And then nobody just relayed the message ever. Or maybe he was so drunk. Imagine Vince Neil did apologize, but this dude was so drunk that he forgot. And he's carried this grudge for decades over something that actually did happen. And he just doesn't remember it. Like, that's also in the realm of possibility.
He looks like if Alice Cooper was a towel and got wrung out.
Let's go back. Let's show.
Now, can we do a split screen with a dirty towel?
This guy with the DC hat is just dying to laugh. He
looks like if Andrew Dice Clay was in a breakdance posse. It's a very specific New Yorkie combination this guy's going for.
This one guy beatboxing and he's like, Little Jack Horner, not in the corner. Oh,
who is this guy, Rob?
His name is let's see,
Brian Johnson.
I don't see it. Oh, here we go. Adika is his name.
Adika. This sounds like a Russian curse.
Or maybe it's Adika. I don't know.
All day I dream about Adika.
All day I kick ass. All day I kiss ass. He's kissing his ass.
Stefan Adika is his name.
Oh.
All right, well, let's listen. There's still more gold. Hold on, before we get off topic.
If he said this guy's name, it would be transcribed in the captions as "I step on a dick."
Seems to be every time he sees me, he runs away because he'll know what I do.
he really is turning into the Sheik. I put him in the camel clutch.
I would fuck his ass all country way. Make him humble. Citizen Star. Oh, you go ahead.
This has to be what Johnny Depp sounds like blackout drunk too. It's very much the drunken. It looks like drunk too. He's definitely got the Johnny Depp vibe going here.
This is the last thing Amber heard every night.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
This is Johnny Depp in about 3 years and 4 months.
That's our business.
Wow. Do you remember your last moment with Razzle?
Ring bullshit like Axel did.
Excuse me?
I'm a street fire. I'm from the inner city. He's from fucking suburban California. You can never compare.
Yeah.
What we know.
He's from the hood of Finland? Is that what's going on right now?
He's from the inner city of Finland, while Vince Neil is from suburban California.
Which probably is still worse than inner city Finland.
I am from the mean streets of Helsinki, motherfucker. You don't know what it's like.
You ever had your ass kicked with wooden shoes? That's not even Finland, but close enough.
I'll shove a thorny motherfucking tulip up your ass. That might be Amsterdam, Holland, whatever. What is Finland known for?
It's all the
Rob?
fucking same.
Rob, you've been there. What is it known for?
Finland? I've never been to Finland. I've been to Amsterdam.
Fucking fjords! I'll take a fjord, turn it sideways, and stick it up your ass.
Was Vince driving a fjord when he crashed?
A fjord focus. Still makes me cry when I think about it.
Can never go back to his homeland because of that connection. So sad.
So sad. Like he wants to go back there. Come on.
I'm from the inner city.
Can't get all
He's
these
from
drugs there.
fucking suburban California.
Suburban California. I love how he says that. I want that. That's my new band name, Suburban California.
But you have to say it like that.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's not accurate. Dusty asks Bjork. No, Bjork is from Iceland.
Or is he asking, is that Bjork?
Oh, maybe. You know what? I could believe it. Wait,
He's from
the guy in the
fucking
AC/DC hat.
suburban California. You can never compare what we know.
He kind of turned into Arnold
read me,
there.
bro.
I read you loud and clear.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Russell was from suburban California. Yeah, it was back when we were filming Commando, and he came onto the set. He was driving a Zamboni. It was all crazy. Yeah, it was crazy.
This also, it just reminds me of like when we interviewed Seth Putnam. And you're like, this could very well be this person's last interview. Like, is this dude still alive, or did he perish shortly after?
He's still alive.
Did you think that in the moment when he?
Yeah,
was
man. He sounded. Didn't he? Weren't we like asking about being in a coma? He had just.
Yeah.
Like he was teetering, man. It was rough.
Oh, he was, but I still, even with all that, I still never thought he would just kick off within like a week. He was youngish, you know. Like I just
But
didn't...
he had lots of issues, and he was not a healthy individual.
For sure. It's just when someone is not old, I still am shocked when they die, no matter what shit they do to themselves.
But like on the level of shock for him, it had to be like your lowest amount of shock.
Sure, but I still like we just talked to the guy, and I was like, this guy died. Like we were just talking to him. It was very weird.
Like Mitch Lucker was shocking because he seemed like a fairly together, healthy dude.
Sure.
Seth Putnam, it's like it's shocking that he had the strength to pick up a phone and call us.
True. Fair enough.
Yeah, it was shocking that the interview even happened, honestly.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that.
Same.
So that's done with. Next subject.
Also, the suicide.
No one wants to talk to you about anything else.
Silver missiles. And
That's not fun anymore. That was the good stuff.
I kind of want an RF video of this guy and just have.
I feel like we could probably get him on the show fairly easily.
Do it.
Reach out. He seems available.
We got to make sure he's wasted though. If he comes on and he's all like normal, who wants to see that?
What are the odds that that guy would be sober?
Or luck, he'll probably show up and start fucking talking about his favorite novels or something. Favorite Finnish fucking economists or whatever.
You just get him to do a review of Motley Crue's The Dirt.
Fuck the Motley Crue! He'll immediately snap if we mention.
He'll start drinking if he hadn't already.
It's his B. Brian Blair. You only have a fucking band because you massage Mr. Bob Giffin's back. You massage Mr. Bob Giffin dick.
Okay, so on the Blabbermouth coverage of this, there's some interesting context because obviously Blabbermouth's been covering this since the beginning.
Wait, since the beginning of what? Since the car crash?
Since the car crash, yeah.
I didn't know Blabbermouth was around that.
They weren't around. They say
cars
started
were
in like
invented.
99.
Oh.
So there's a quote from a 2005 interview with Nikki Sixx, where Nikki Sixx is asked about Andy McCoy's claims that Motley Crue's biography, The Dirt, is pure lies. Sixx laughed and said, "You know what I love about that? You've got a has-been that never was just fucking grabbing at straws to get attention. I mean, come on, man." And nothing he says makes any fucking sense. And he goes on.
True, but isn't he partly a never was because your bandmate killed his bandmate?
Yeah.
Right when they were about to take off?
Okay, let me read the rest of this. It's actually a little cruel. You ever read the interview where he said that his band sold more records than our band? I was like, dude, are you crazy? We sold 50 million records and they sold 40. We were a bigger band than them. And I'm like, dude, why do you care about my ass so bad? You won't stop talking about it. He's got a fucking crush on me or something. Well,
what? He does? What?
No, I mean, it's like your fucking singer killed his drummer. That was the highlight of the band.
So when he says they still sold 40, does he mean like 40 records?
Or 40
million?
Yeah.
I think he's just saying 40 records.
Yeah, because there's no way they sold 40 million.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Okay, yeah.
I would have believed 10 million.
Okay, and then the interview actually presses him and says that the association is because of the car accident. Nikki continued, "Sure, it's a very sad thing to happen, but dude, stop already. Try to get attention for yourself." He's like the drunk chick at a party that won't stop splashing everybody, but she has bad tits. Stop.
Oh my
Ooh.
God.
No one's gonna fuck you. No matter, Andy, no matter how much you talk about Motley Crue, your band still isn't going to make it. Figure it out. I mean, go talk about Keith Richards. Maybe that'll give you another fucking one album sale. Jeez.
Again,
Harsh.
you killed his bandmate. You cannot speak on how popular they are. They were not able to produce music anymore.
Yeah, it's like if the chick had bad tits because while she was sleeping, you cut one of them off.
Vince Neil ran over one of her tits with a car.
Seriously, like, goddamn. The lack of self-awareness or just giving a shit. Oh my God.
That's so awful. That's the worst thing I've ever heard any of Motley Crue say. And I've seen Vince Neil say gabba gabba gooba gabba gooba. Yeah. Hey man, I heard it's your birthday. Gabagool.
We should get a birthday cameo for Razzle.
And make Vince Neil say it?
Yeah. Or Rebecca Moore, whichever one Rob prefers.
So there's another quote from Andy from a 2005 interview where he talks about the night. He says, "I was there. What happened was Razzle disappeared, and so did Vince. The rest of us were chilling out, man. And he had a wife who was 7 months pregnant." I'm guessing Razzle. "After an hour or so, she started getting worried. So me and T-Bone, Tommy Lee, T-Bone, me and T-Bone took his car. We went looking for him. We drove past this accident. So I was like, what color was the car he was driving around? Hey, man, we just passed this fucking scene of an accident with the bright red sports car all smashed up. I saw Razzle's hat on the street. I went up. What the fuck's happened? They said, you got to go to this hospital. In the hospital, I walk in with T-Bone, and I was asking about Razzle.
T-Bone?
Well, he said Tommy, but I said T-Bone. Okay. And he was asking about Razzle, and this doctor walks up. Anybody here know this guy Razzle? I said, yeah, I do. Sorry, your friend has passed away. I thought he might have a broken leg or something. I had to call the band, and you don't tell this kind of news over the telephone. I guess that's what he was saying in this incoherent video.
He was slurring.
He sounds like Cary Grant when you read his text. Judy, I was in the car with Razzle. I think he's dead. I'm very concerned.
I guess McCoy says the only one in the band he talks to is Tommy Lee. And he says, I don't know, Nikki Sixx has got something against me. Maybe he doesn't like that I tell the truth about his fucking heroin overdose. He was never beat up with no fucking baseball bats. The only place he got beat was on his heart to keep it going, and with my hands and giving him a breath of life. And he's a lard ass anyway, so it wasn't easy carrying him around and trying to get him to wake up, fucking dragging him to the shower and shit. And having to read how he was OD'd and beaten up with baseball bats and all this crap. Come on, wake up. I warned him that the stuff was strong, but he wanted to be a tough boy with that kind of shit.
Tough boy.
He wanted to be a tough boy, but with that kind of shit, you don't want to be a tough boy. Because there might be a very thin line between life and death you're playing with. Is it worth it? No. Andy McCoy is my new favorite person.
This is great. I want to hear him talk for like 2.5 hours. Seriously, get Rob Feinstein on the line.
Tough boy. I love that. But like, Nikki Sixx survived all of that, so it was worth it. And then he wrote a book and made millions. Like, he's fine. So the only one who died at all of this is McCoy's friend.
Yeah. And McCoy's soul.
Oh my God.
his liver.
Yeah. Whew. But what's that baseball bats story? I don't recall that. I didn't read the book. I don't remember baseball bats in the movie. Did Nikki Sixx say he was beaten up with a baseball bat while he was ODing? Like what? Robert?
I'm looking.
Nikki Sixx
Oh,
is a mech.
He said his dealer gave him CPR with a baseball bat. That was the story.
Oh,
How do you do that?
okay. But also, like, wouldn't Nikki Sixx have been unconscious when that went on? So how would he know? I guess maybe
He smelled the ash wood.
it's like Ted Williams said: when you make good contact, you could smell it. They made really good contact with Nikki Sixx's chest.
Nikki Sixx hit 350 in college. He's very good. A lot of people don't know that.
That was his heart rate.
Nikki
Wow, so,
Sixx is a Mexican. Better than nothing.
What are you gonna say, Rob?
I was going to say that apparently Motley Crue released a box set and it was called Music to Crash Your Car To.
Oh no!
And
Oh,
Hanoi
no.
Rocks was
What?
very offended by that. Thought that it was very in bad taste.
When was this?
You think? Holy shit!
Fucking hell!
My God.
We
Bless
should
his
get that. We
heart.
could do a listen through, rate all the songs on a scale of fender bender to totaled your car.
God.
Yikes!
It's like if Bill Cosby released a comedy album, like jokes to roofie your girlfriend too.
I mean, he sort of did.
Yeah, he wouldn't. At least
He
he
didn't
name
call
the,
it that.
right.
Yeah.
He didn't name the fucking album after that.
It was just
He-
one of the tracks.
Yeah, he did mention it in his stand-up, but
Yeah.
not, and on the Cosby Show, I learned also.
Did he really?
Yeah, there's a whole scene that was floating around on YouTube when he was in trouble, when the trial was happening, about how he's talking. I guess how he's talking to Theo. He's talking to. Oh, I think he's talking to one of his old. He always had his old childhood college friends show up. He's talking to one of them, I think, about how fun it was back in the days to roofie girls, and it's like played for laughs, you know.
Whew.
He just saw nothing wrong with it. He's bewildered that people think it's bad.
Hiding in plain sight.
Yeah.
All right, I want to play. I'm. Oh
Oh,
man.
boy.
So I'm looking as you guys were talking. Full disclosure, I was not paying attention because I'm looking to see if there was any other Andy McCoy gold, and I stumbled on this interview, and I don't even want to. It doesn't even matter what he's talking about, but like he's literally drooling during this video.
Oh
Watch.
no! It's the same hat.
Same outfit.
Oh my God!
Did
This
he
is
just do like a
different.
marathon Zoom session this day?
Oh, maybe.
No, these are the only clothes he has.
It's also possible. Yeah.
I could have had the more fucking clothes. If the Hanoi Rocks was around today, we would be making money. I won't have to live in the fucking homeless shelter. Motherfucker.
Homeless shelter's got good Wi-Fi at least. That's nice.
That's good.
I was walking with my old lady. Someone's cat.
Boom.
Oh,
Did you
my
see it?
God.
Ugh.
Jesus.
She looked. No, then our cat's calling me, baby.
I thought I had something
The
on my
cat's
screen or
calling
something.
you. I look.
Oh, it was him.
This is so sad. Jesus Christ.
Oh, now he's drinking a beer.
That's
Let's see.
good cold beer.
These producers starting out
Use for Jesus?
telling us he
Might as
can't
well.
live up to the plate.
All right, quickly, everybody guess how old he is.
I'll go there once. It's always money on, money on.
56.
62.
He's 59.
Oh,
Wow.
right in the
I
middle.
legit thought he was in his early 70s.
I kind
I'm
of well,
stunned.
if you asked me how old is this man without knowing any context, I might have said like late
Yeah.
60s. But I know I'm subtracting some years because of his hard drinking and everything.
That makes sense. It's like, God, that
Yeah,
dude,
for me,
this
it was just
guy-
knowing that Motley Crue was around 60, so I figured he was as well.
Oh, he was in a band called Grease Helmet. They put out one album in 2012. That sounds fun.
Yikes.
Then one day, I braid it. I break through the fucking snow, which was fucking 10 foot high.
Love this guy.
Almost froze to death. I get that. They had nada. Then
Then nada. Did you guys ever listen to Hanoi Rocks?
Maybe a song or two.
Like I'm not really like I don't. I mean, I might know a song if you played it,
Bam Margera has a tattoo of Andy McCoy on his right arm.
Why?
He was on Viva La Bam.
That says a lot. That those two are like soulmates.
Wow, that's crazy.
He was on a season of Celebrity Big Brother Finland.
Oh my god!
In 2015,
I feel like every celebrity from every smaller country like that is on their Big Brother. Like they only have 8 of them, and they have to put them all in one.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh my god!
I don't think I watched one episode of Big Brother ever.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it either. No, thank you. So let's see what else we got going on. Oh, you might recall a few years ago, we made fun. Oh, well, before we do that, on the topic of Vince Neil, really, really momentarily, I do want to point out this very important headline. You know, we've been mocking Vince brutally for quite a while now, but, you know, an authority on the matter has chimed in, and I want to say that good news. David Draymond says Vince Neil is sounding good, looking healthy.
Who
and this
cares?
headline
Who the fuck cares what he thinks?
We do?
I guess, yeah, but like ironically, like no one really cares.
He said, proud of Vince Neil. Videos I've seen of the stadium tour have been great. Has he not been seeing the videos we've been seeing?
No.
Sounding good, looking healthy. Good for you, brother. Keep knocking him dead.
Oh no! Don't tell him to keep knocking him dead.
That's poor choice of words.
Andy, look out!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, it's the worst thing you could say to Vince.
For real. Yikes.
No, but a few years ago we played that Five Finger Death Punch music video. For that, the song was called "Living the Dream," and if you remember, it was essentially an anti-mask music video, or a symbolically an anti-mask music video. Well, you'll be happy to know that frontman Ivan Moody has distanced himself from the message of the video. He did not support the message. He said, I showed up for 2 days, and Zoe is guitarist Zoltan Bathory.
Oh,
I thought it was Alonzo Mourning.
I was gonna make the same joke.
Sorry.
And Zoe told me to run across the grass. That sounds so condescending. Why don't you go run across the grass, kid?
like a little doggy.
Go catch that ball.
I showed up for 2 days, and Zoe told me to run across the grass, screaming and holding the American flag. So I was curious to see it. So wait, you were there for 2 days, just running, holding the flag? No, you were seeing others.
You're the leader of the fucking band. Shouldn't you be a little bit more involved in this process and know exactly what you're acting in?
Well, it sounds like Zoe is the leader of the band.
I guess so.
Just the singer. You guess Zoe.
The
When
has left Five Finger Death Punch.
Then when he released it, well, your band released it. It wasn't him. He didn't personally release it.
Well, maybe he is the leader of the band now that we're hearing all these tidbits.
Yeah. So Moody continues, when he released it, I called him like, you implemented your own platform into Five Finger Death Punch, and now I'm going to have to answer for it because I'm the singer. Ended up going down like a fart in church.
What does that mean?
Poorly, I guess. Metal Injection didn't like my video. Damn it!
I ruined everything. Saw my review of it. There was the mask thing and the awkwardness of the whole thing. That's what he visualized, but it's not what I had in mind when I wrote it. For those who understood it, great. And for the no, I understood it. I understood it was stupid.
Maybe he means for those who understood the lyrics, that the lyrics weren't actually about what the video was. I don't know.
Yeah. And for those who didn't, I'm sorry. I didn't agree with it either. I love Zoltan to death. That's his opinion, but it won't ever be done with my name on it again.
But aren't all their songs like kind of slightly right-wing, like MAGA stuff? Like at least insinuating that?
Not really.
Not outright saying it.
They're very bro-y at the very least.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, man. You're the lead singer of the band. You're the face of it. You should be aware of this stuff before.
Sounds like you should have asked what the treatment was before you showed up for the fucking video shoot. It's on you. If anything, he's telling on himself here.
Yes.
Like he even makes himself look worse by distancing himself from it.
He should, like, the reporter should have followed up and say, okay, what are your views on this? Can we hear what they are? Like, what is your views on masking and whatever the fuck cancel culture, whatever else is in that stupid video? Because you say you differ, so what are your views? I mean, nobody did that, I'm sure.
Yeah, what part of it did you not agree with?
Yeah, because I'm sure he'll lose fans if he says I don't agree with some of this.
So that's why he wanted to straddle it. He wanted to sort of have it both ways. Like, that's not me, but I'm not making a value judgment on it at all. It's fine if you think that, but I don't. So
yes, exactly.
Talk to that guy.
Like,
all right.
He's trying to Phil Anselmo it. Hey man, I'm not white power, but I'm not white power.
Something transpired upon the grass.
The American flag just transpired upon my back. I would never knew how it got there.
It's also weird timing. Like, why all of a sudden now? Like, everybody had forgotten about that video. Why is he now saying this stuff?
Probably just asked about it by an interviewer.
Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes Muffler points out, Ivan Duty.
I get it.
It's a good point.
It's true.
I want to make mention in local news. Let's talk about the New York. There's a video of a man who looked to be on a Segway or something, or no, this is a wheelchair, and he fell off the tracks. Right? Or I don't know. There's some wheel item here.
Robbie having a stroke.
No, what is this? Over here. Do you see where
it
the
looks
mouse
like
is?
a Segway, honestly.
Yeah, it does look like a Segway.
Okay, well, anyway, here's
nice
how.
Nice segue, Rob.
Thank you. Here's how the fellow transit riders reacted to this poor man with his life in danger.
Get the fuck up, bro. You can get up. Get up, bro. I gotta go home. My nigga, I gotta go home, bro. Stop fucking around, B. You got a fucking stroller. Why you got a stroller, my nigga?
Oh, it's a stroller.
Fuck up, B. No, fuck you.
He's heckling back. Shut the fuck. By the way, he's in a puddle of gunk.
Subway.
Oh, that's so disgusting.
Rat piss.
Oh.
Good
Oh, my worst nightmare to touch that. Disgusting.
Real.
My nigga, get the fuck up, B. Yo,
I love
fuck
that.
you, my nigga. I gotta go home. Nah, fuck that. I gotta go home, man. Get the fuck out of here.
This guy's body is
fuck outta here.
broken more than fucking Mick Mars right now, and he's still firing back. Like, yo, shut the fuck up.
This is New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of.
He needs 47 bone marrow implants right after this, and he's still.
This gives me the vibe of he sort of did a gentle little spill there, hoping he'd be able to sue the city. And people saw him prepping himself, and they're like, "Oh, this is bullshit. Get up." We saw this doesn't seem legit. He would be able to unzip his jacket and have a conversation with the guy yelling at him if he really just straight up fell onto the tracks like that. I'm a little suspicious here.
Fucking Charlie Brown ass wearing shirt, motherfucker. Fucking I know what you did last summer, raincoat wearing motherfucker.
Yeah, it's fucking July. He wore a raincoat, knowing that he was going to fall into Subway fill. He prepared himself to not actually touch any of it. Yeah, this is a little too convenient.
Hey, B. Stop it, man. You capping right now. Get the fuck up. Bitch ass nigga. This nigga needs some milk. Get this nigga some milk or something, man. Get this nigga some milk. Get this nigga the fuck up, man. It's 5:30 in the morning. Niggas gotta go fucking to work. Yo, bro.
He's going home at 5:30 in the morning, but other people have to go to work.
No, he's going to the hospital.
Yeah, but the guy talking.
Talking said, "I gotta go home."
No.
Is that Atlantic Avenue, by the way?
I couldn't tell.
Oh, bro, you was getting no insurance money.
Oh, you
Look
called
at
it.
him. Look
Rob,
at
you're
him.
not sharing
Look
the
at this.
screen.
This is all cat. This is all cat.
What does that mean?
This is all.
Cap means
Yo,
bullshit.
bro.
Like,
Okay.
no cap means like it started out with no cap. It meant like this is the real honest truth.
Okay.
I'm telling you. And then cap became the reversal of it.
Okay.
Like you're full of shit.
You was getting no insurance money. Look at him. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is all cat. This is all cat.
You learned so
Yeah.
much.
I'm with the cinematographer.
Yeah.
Props to him for like staying and heckling through the entire process, though. He could have been like, "All right, fine, people are clearing out the way now. I'll just turn my phone off and just stand on the other side." But he's like, "No, I'm gonna keep filming this and keep heckling
Where's
this
he?
motherfucker."
Hold on. Where is he gonna go? He's waiting for the train to go
But
home.
there's a long subway platform. You can walk to the other end.
Why would he do that?
Yeah, well, no. He was gonna stay to heckle this man all the way to fucking Lenox Hill Hospital.
He'll gotta be in traction 2 weeks later. This guy's still filming. You know?
Do you remember that Kids in the Hall sketch where the dude is like accosted by a biker gang and then they just keep following him through the rest of his life? That's what this feels like to me. Like this guy's gonna like film him like for the rest of eternity now.
Yo, you ain't in traction, bitch. Get the fuck out of that hospital bed. This is Cap.
Delightful.
By the way, I have on good authority that Vince Neil pushed him off that platform. And now the Finland guy, Andy McCoy, is very angry at him.
Motherfucker.
He not even standing close to the fucking platform. That's fucking Cap, motherfucker.
I wonder what was in the stroller. Like, why did that guy have a stroller with him?
I don't think it was a stroller. I think it was a Segway, and the guy just said he wasn't really closely looking at what the vehicle was.
Oh, okay.
It looks a lot like a Segway to me.
It did from that shot, but how does somebody try to pull insurance fraud on the city afford a Segway? Like, those aren't cheap. You just find one?
Yeah, maybe it was already down there on the tracks. It's a coincidence.
He just landed on it.
Yeah. Where the rats are nesting.
Oh my god!
There's like 4 other people trying to do insurance scams, like all the way down the platform, all laying in the tracks.
The guy filming is just mad because he was about to jump down there and take the Segway, and now there's a dude laying on top of it. Like, what the fuck?
Stole my gig. Now I got to go home. It's 5:30 in the morning.
Gotta walk home. I thought I was gonna be able to ride a Segway back.
Oh, that was his Segway. Yo, get off my Segway, bitch. That's Cap. You capping right now.
Oh my god.
I actually never heard it as a verb before. That's a new one for me. I always heard that's Cap.
Yeah.
That's Cap. I never heard
That
you capping.
cap. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was like shooting. That's like
getting
20-year-old lingo.
Yeah, that's
Very
what that
old.
guy's father used to say. You're about to get capped.
Well, in relationship news, there have been some great advancements in the world.
Oh no.
And I want to share this New York Post video. I bought my husband a sex doll that looks just like me. Now we have threesomes.
Oh.
First of all, let's just say for those listening at home, without video, this doll does not look like the woman who was allegedly the model.
I mean, it's wearing the same dress, but that's
the
about
only
where
way.
the
Yes,
similarity said.
the only way they look the same is that they're wearing the same clothes, which is nothing to do with the model. It's just
correct.
you can buy 2 pairs
and
of the same dress,
and they both have blonde hair and the same hairstyle. That would be the extent of it.
Even the makeup is different.
Right.
And the makeup you can control. Like the woman could have done her makeup like the doll, and she chose not to.
They do both have dead, suffering sex doll eyes, though. I will say that.
Look at this guy that she's with, wouldn't you?
That guy is like every 24-year-old guy at their gym I work at, like Slavic, Eastern European looking like douche bro guy.
Yeah.
I could fix him.
Oh,
really? How would you fix him, Rob?
Yeah.
Push him off
Boning
the
him.
platform on a Segway.
Boning him hard.
Oh,
Oh my
you
god!
think? He
What if
seems
you
very,
wanted a sex doll that looked like you, Rob? Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, that'd be
Rob,
kind of a trend for me.
I regret to inform you, according to the text of the story, he's very insatiable. So you may have to reach around or like get him off or something.
He's got the
Well,
flashlight.
I'm giving.
That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not
Would
selfish.
that really fix him? You I think to fix him, you probably.
You know,
have
right? I really don't care about fixing him. I just want to.
that would be your in. That would be like your excuse.
Yeah, I'll fix you. Oh, I'll fix you from the backside.
Oh.
All right, let's watch this video.
you cad you.
My name is Charlotte Gray. I am 23 years old and from London area.
Just want to
My name's
clarify.
Callum Black. I am
It's not the
28
doll
and I'm
talking
also
now,
from the
right?
London area.
No, this is just the woman. That's the human woman.
Gotcha.
And this is Dee, our sex doll.
It's hard to tell.
It sounded like she said sex dog.
And then a dog barked.
Yeah.
Now they're both brushing the
We
sex
wanted
doll's
to-
hair. They're also both looking at the doll lovingly. It's very creepy.
I'm
don't
guessing
know.
the camera person probably maybe coached them a little bit.
Sure.
I don't know about you guys, but this is very erotic.
I'm listening.
To experience adding a third person into the relationship, but I get jealous, so we compromised and got a doll. We met through a friend of a friend 4.5 years ago now.
You and the doll?
I'm a genius.
Oh, dear.
Genius. Hey, Mom!
It's each.
I want to
What?
point out in these kind of hetero relationships, when they always say, "Oh, we've always wanted to bring another person," it's always a woman. It's never like bringing another guy because
Yeah,
that would
yeah,
be
yeah,
too
yeah.
that would be too weird,
Yeah.
you know. But bringing a woman, it's fine. It's fine.
But it wasn't fine in this case. They had
Yeah.
to get a fake woman.
Right. Well, bringing in a man is completely off limits. But
You wouldn't even get a
bringing
male
in-
doll, you're saying.
Yeah.
But what if it was just a doll to fuck the woman and not like there was no bi play in there?
Mm-hmm.
Would that go over well, you think?
No.
No.
Because I feel like there's only one person in this relationship that wants to bring in a third.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And it's what
It's
his
each to their
desires
own.
are.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's to each their own. See, he's open. Let's see. Let's go back.
Open for you to bone him.
Hey-o.
We compromised and got a doll. We met through a friend of a friend 4.5 years ago now.
I'm a genius. You're genius. Hey, Mom!
It's each to their own. She makes us very happy,
Oh,
and we don't think we're doing any harm to anyone else with that. So
It's
if
true.
it makes you happy, just do it.
It's the
He
new
makes a
Nike,
point there.
campaign.
they're like taking pictures. Like, do
Dee
they have an
is such an
OnlyFans?
important part of our sex life as
I
well
hope
as
so.
our obviously everyday life. She's involved in our work.
There you go.
Which
Oh,
is OnlyFans.
go.
Oh, so this is
all of our
bullshit. This is like-
subscribers, they love
it's like-
her. They love seeing all videos.
This is like promotional for their OnlyFans, probably.
Rob, did you
I'm
sign
curious. After the show.
up yet?
What's that?
He's not saying no.
I said after the show.
Huh?
Oh, did I cut out? After
I
the
cut
show
out.
was my response.
Ah, okay.
Videos with her and pictures.
From sitting down watching a film together to just sitting and joining us for a meal at the dinner table at the end of the day, really do incorporate her into every aspect of our lives almost at this point.
Do they cram like shepherd's pie in her face when they're having a meal? Like, what is that? Is she just sitting there, or is she actually having some food?
They go outside. They do an outside shoot and fuck her in the fog, in the London fog.
It's very.
I love they have photos here.
Uh,
There's this one photo of just the doll, and like it's like, what is this?
The doll is just saying, "Murder me, please."
Yeah,
Guys,
yeah. Somehow I feel
kissing it
sympathy
on the
for the
cheek.
doll too. Yeah, it's very odd.
I didn't know if I didn't want to reveal this, but I feel like this is an appropriate time because we're talking about this topic. I ordered a doll of Noah, and we're gonna do the show with her
oh no!
as a fourth. Yeah, a fourth. for our
Oh,
show.
finally!
You can have
Looks very
Noah without
similar.
having Noah.
So just
Not
gonna be
to-
sitting
not-
next to you, and you'll give it kisses on the cheek every once in a while.
No, nothing sexual. She's just gonna be the fourth mic and produce like old times.
Oh my god, that is
Good stuff.
terrifying.
Better than a real doll of Razzle. Imagine if Vince Neil can only get off to boning like a doll of Razzle now.
Is it like a healthy Razzle or post car accident Razzle?
I think it's like about to crash Razzle with a shocked look on his face.
Oh no, that's so.
He never had those feelings before, but when it happened, when the crash happened, he got extremely aroused, and it was very. Yeah, he can't help himself now. He's horrified by it, but it's the only way he can come.
Isn't there like a James Spader movie about that? Like him and Maggie Gyllenhaal, and like they get off in car wrecks or something.
That's Crash.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
Chuck Palahniuk.
Oh, is it based on his book?
Yeah, isn't it? I never saw that movie. I just thought it was based on his book.
Now I have to look that up. I never made that connection. I don't.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
All right. Well, now that we got a little sexy, and I do want to add that
it's not Palahniuk. It's somebody named J.G. Ballard.
Oh, okay. Sorry for spreading fake news.
So it's mostly her who's the OnlyFans star, and he's just a prop based on her Twitter.
When you say her, you mean the woman or the doll?
The woman.
Okay.
I guess the doll would also be a prop. The two of them. So this
just seems like she said they met. She's 23 and they met. What, 3.5 years ago, or 4.5? She had 4.5 years ago. So she was like barely 18 when they met, and he was already in his mid-20s. It seems like he's just like the OnlyFans was probably his idea, and he's just like putting this poor girl to work.
Well, see, it's okay because in the UK, 16 is the age of
legal
consent.
age to do porn.
Yeah, or I don't know.
Probably not porn.
Yeah,
that is interesting. That they met before. She was 18 and he must have been at least 22 at that point.
And also doesn't
yeah.
Oh god, sorry. Doesn't OnlyFans have it's an international website. It's not like you can it's not they send
Well, they haven't been doing
everywhere.
OnlyFans for 4 years. They've just been dating for 4 years.
Oh,
yeah.
I see. So he groomed her to do porn.
That is my accusation. Based on a 1-minute New York Post video.
Because this is clearly bullshit. Like the story about he needed sex, so it's just an excuse for you to buy the OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the more normal explanation for all of this than the story actually being true.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
Dusty says that he's a stunt dick. By the way, did you see that comment?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he is. Hopefully, not a stunted dick.
Oh well.
He is very well hung. He has nothing to be ashamed of, actually.
Where did
you see it? Where?
Yeah, I'm not showing it. But
I thought you picked it up
page.
from the post video. Like you just saw
No. I found her on social media, and her Twitter page is explicit.
Could you put the link in our private chat here?
Sure.
8-9 inches. What do you say, Rob?
For research.
Rob, 8-9 inches, 10 inches.
Yeah, like 8 inches, I would say.
That's very well hung to you. I feel like that would be.
I mean, that's above average for sure. But I guess I'm saying it's like he certainly has a porn star level dick. Is what I was getting at.
It's all like links to that Post article. I don't see any.
You gotta keep scrolling.
I don't see any cack.
She's definitely got like Lady Gaga face.
She does not. Yeah, her face is not terrible.
There's a weird blurred picture where the doll is naked and blurred out.
Yeah.
Which is that a thing we need to do?
I think it's just to make sure that the doll fetishists pay to see it.
Ah.
The doll has a much nicer body, I would say.
It's something for her to aspire to.
Okay, well, I'm giving up because I don't see any pictures of his cack.
Yeah, Rob, you disappoint us.
Do you want me to link you to a photo?
Sure.
I don't really care that much. But sure.
Oh, now you don't care that much.
Well, I was going to give my comment because we're talking about it, but it's
your
not
cock
worth
comment?
My cock comment.
Good. Oy. Oh boy, here we go.
I see one when he's forcing her head down on a dildo and it's pixelated.
A little further.
All right, sure. That's a decent size, I suppose.
He's got very nice nuts too. They hang
long, but looks kind of Looks kind of long and thin, though. Would you say? And not much.
It's hard to it's hard to
Oh, I bet it
fully
is.
make out the girth from this angle.
She's making out with the girth.
Dusty with an incredible reference. That doll is Katie Vick.
Oh no!
Oh,
All
my
right,
God.
Google it.
Let's talk about our Spotify playlist. Every week we each pick a song. We throw it in the RIP Livecast music break. You can get it on Spotify. Just search RIP Livecast music break, and it's great. Lots of stuff. Almost 400 songs in there. My pick today is a wonderful band called Cabaret Voltaire. Yander actually recommended this band, but I stumbled upon the song listening to a band that we mentioned last week on the show that I've been really listening to a lot lately because of that is Nitzareb. I've really been getting into Nitzareb, and this came up as a related song, and it also rules.
I love the fact that all you listen to now is stuff that Janda recommended, but none of it you got into through his recommendations. You ignored those recommendations.
I didn't ignore them. I did listen to the playlist, but I explained this in the Discord. The playlist he has is on YouTube Music, whereas Spotify is my main listening tool. It's the easiest thing because it syncs up everywhere. Whereas YouTube Music, I don't really use, so it's a little harder to listen to on there.
If you really love Jander, you'd go through the YouTube list and find all the songs on Spotify.
Yeah. He did all that work for you, Rob. Reward him. Make him feel vindicated.
I just realized my second gigantic monitor still has this woman sucking on this guy's cock.
You're gonna make that your wallpaper.
It's not particularly attractive.
Darren, what was your pick?
I played the novelty song of the 80s, Pac-Man Fever, because I had some Pac-Man fever, and I was playing MAME the other day. And I had some Pac-Man and Super Pac-Man specifically in my head, and it reminded me of the song, which came out probably when I was like 8, and all the kids would sing it in the school bus.
Have you ever played Pac-Man 256? No, it's a new game.
It's a new one. Oh, okay,
newer one. It's like a mobile game, so it's interesting. It's like 2.5D, and they have a few extra kind of like the fruits, like little power ups.
These, Rob?
Darren knows what I mean. It's a nice.
How dare you?
I know all about the fruits.
It's a nice spin on the classic. I really enjoy it. It's a real good time waster on mobile, like when I'm stuck on a train station or something. Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Do you play it while pooping?
Sometimes, yeah.
All right.
I don't do anything while pooping. I poop in and out.
You poop only at In and Out? I didn't even think they had them over here.
Fly to the West Coast.
Yeah, every time I have to take a shit, I go to LaGuardia.
That's reasonable. That's where that should be kept.
LaGuardia is nice now. I was there recently. It's fun.
No, I just meant I get on a plane and go to In and Out in Los Angeles. Yeah, LaGuardia totally revamped. Kennedy's the shitty one now.
Mm-hmm.
Sad.
It used to be LaGuardia was a fucking dump.
So, Sid, what was your pick?
Oh, sorry.
My pick was the song Right Now by indie pop chanteuse Angel Olsen. This is another one of these songs that I would never have heard or gotten into, but my wife, when she drives, if she drives, she controls the playlist, and this is one of her favorite artists. And I'd heard numerous songs from this woman before, and I thought they were all horrendous, but then this one came on. I'm like, no, this is actually really good. I'll put this on the playlist. Good for Angel Olsen, finally making a non-terrible song for me to play.
She do a cover of Brooklyn Girl.
Oh my God, no! I believe she's from North Carolina, so it would be a North Carolina girl.
Well, so is that one that did that song.
That's true.
What's her name? It always.
I do not remember at all that name of that artist.
It's the most cliched name.
Hold on.
It's like when you hear the name, it's like, yes, that should be her name.
Also, Katie Shaw.
Katie Shaw, exactly. Yes, thank you.
There you go.
But it's like Katie with a C. Or something, right?
Yes, it is.
We got some feedback on our email. You can always email us, riplivecast@gmail.com is the address. You could hit us up, and we got an email from Christiana, our fan Christiana in Europe. She says, "What's up, guys? Christiana here. It's been a while since I sent an email, but since next Wednesday, I'm going for the first time to Amsterdam.
Oh.
I wanted to ask our expert Rob, our expert on weed, Rob, some tips. Surprisingly enough, I live around 4.5 hours by car from Amsterdam, and I've never been there. I'm super excited to go and want to try some nice stuff. The thing is, I don't smoke. I never did in my 31 years of life. I only tried once a bit of weed at a festival, but I think I failed miserably, and the smoke never went to my lungs. Just coughed the hell out, and I didn't want to try again. So now in Amsterdam, I give it a try by smoking, since I'm with friends that do smoke, and I don't want to look dumb since I don't know how to smoke in the first place.
No.
I know there are space cakes too, that some friends told me they are nice, but it takes longer to affect than smoking. So please advise me about what I can do on my trip in Amsterdam. I absolutely want to get high. I think I lost too much time in my life always avoiding it. Well, you don't have to feel like you missed out on anything. Believe me, you didn't miss out on anything. But if you do want to smoke, first of all, I'm going to mail you a Google Maps thing that I set up while I was there of all the good smoke shops there. And the great thing about these smoke shops is almost all of them have pre-rolled joints now where you don't even have to do any work. Make sure to get the pure weed pre-roll joints, because in Amsterdam their default is to mix the weed with the tobacco, and it's so much more harsher, and it is not at all a pleasant experience. I would advise not eating these space cakes as well for a beginner, because the thing about the space cakes in Amsterdam is you don't know how much they put in them. They don't list the milligrams. And by the way, a standard dose, if you're doing edibles, 5 milligrams. If you're not a giant like myself, I sometimes do 10 milligrams, but even that's already pushing it. So you should know. Sometimes there's stuff that's like 300 milligrams. Do not eat the whole thing. That's one thing I don't like about the current propping up of the weed system is there are edibles that are too strong. Like no one person should be able to consume that much, and there's not enough education on what reasonable edible doses are. Something that needs to be worked on. But Christiana, I think the best thing for you to do, grab some joints, grab some snacks, get on those bikes, a bike over to Vondel Park. It is like the big park in the city. It is gorgeous. It is beautiful. Find a little place to sit in the park on a nice day, spark up with your friends. You have your snacks, you have your drinks. It'll be the best. Play some music. You'll love it.
Christiana, if I may, I have also some advice for you. Dare to stay off drugs. Just say no. Just say no.
Just have some kielbasa or something. There's good food there. There's other things.
There is really good food. Yes.
Tell us about the sausage in Amsterdam, Rob.
Oh, so good. And the cured meats, I was very much into them. Good bologna, good salami.
But what'd you eat?
Bologna.
Yeah, they had really good just deli meats. They had, just the local supermarkets. They just have deli meats. And
do they mix tobacco in with them though, or is it?
No.
Get the pure.
Just the pure.
Did you meet Bjork when you went there?
I didn't. I did not. But also, I want to talk about our Patreon, patreon.com/RIPLivecast. $5 a month gets you 2 bonus episodes a month, and we have like 3 years worth of bonus episodes now. Lots of stuff.
You have a great new one coming out on Monday.
Oh yeah.
What is it?
Discussion of the new Guar documentary.
Oh, that's right. There's a new Guar documentary called "This Is Guar" on Shudder, and you can actually get a free trial for it on Amazon Prime. So you can watch it for free if you have Amazon. I guess you have to pay for Amazon Prime first, but it is absolutely worth it. I teared up. I think all of us got a little emotional watching it. And Sid, you said it was one of the best rock docs you've ever seen.
And I
agree.
not a big Guar fan, but yeah, it was just really, really well made and lots of access. It was great.
It was very well done, and we talk about our history with Guar, our connections to Guar, share some fun stories about hanging out with them, and a lot of fun stuff. That's on the Patreon on Monday. And then what were our 2 episodes this month? I'm totally drawing a blank right now.
Hang
We
on.
did a watch along. We did a Beavis and Butthead roundtable discussion. I remember that one.
And Good Morning, the MGK
Oh my
movie,
God.
right?
Brutal. No wonder I forgot it. I was traumatized by it. But yeah, that MGK movie was bad, and we watched it, and it was a fun watch. So, and also, if you want to throw in a few extra bones for $10 a month, you get to be a top Livecast fan of the week. Get a shout out at the end of the show. I'm going to do it as Andy from Hanoi Rocks.
Yes. Oh, beforehand, RIP stands for Razzle is perished.
Oh, R.I.P. Razzle.
I mean, it stands for that every week, but this week specifically.
I just want to say, anytime I see this, wait, I'm not doing the British accent or the Finnish one. Anytime I see this guy, Eric, he runs the other way, the motherfucker. And I just want to say to Benjamin and Alju to rate what?
You're like Dudley Moore.
Yeah, it's kind of the same.
And what was that? What was the movies he did where he was always drunk? I
Arthur.
mean, all of them. But yes, Arthur. That's it.
El Dorito, I just want to say, you gave you a little bit of Coke. You gave it to Dad, and it's fucking bullshit. And Sam, I am Mindy Mays Kipper, and tomorrow I am gonna go see Gender. I feel like I'm being offensive right now.
Yeah, well, it's going to be offensive when he dies in 2 days.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But
and I have a show. It's next week, and I'm playing with that piece of shit cattle decaf and his Rob of Impero.
Hey, Andy, what do you think of Hugo Likes Tacos?
I don't want to talk about it. I'll just say I like to drink LaCroix with Corey and Scotty H.
What about Lando Danks?
Lando Danks is a piece of fucking shit. He hasn't said hello to me in 30 years.
I said that was a good follow-up there. Good job.
I want to talk to Doug Bigman when this is all done, and I'll say, Douglas, who are you, Levison? And he'll just say it to me. He'll say, guys, it's Josh. And I'll say, fuck you.
Now drool all over your shirt. Spit all over yourself. Do it.
Listen to Hanoi Rocks this week. They deserve the streams. They need them.
But none of us put them on the playlist. No. Look at the stream, just not from us.
Find it yourself. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We love you. By the way, you can watch the episodes. We've been talking about this. We haven't mentioned. You can watch them for free on YouTube and Twitch. Just go to our Twitch or our YouTube, RIP Livecast. We love you. We'll see you next week, probably at our regular time. Kisses.